there's a new Mummy movie. If you don't know about Mummy movies, I loved Mummy movies. By Mummy movies, I mean the OG Mummy movies. I mean the one with the Rock is a little like eh. But the first Mummy and the Mummy Returns, just chef's kiss. Those were like like cinema. I remember. I still remember Araksuna Moon. It's just one of those movies you watch and it's mm. Anyway. Then they did one with Tom Cruise, obviously, and the Tom Cruise did not do well, or so I've heard. I mean, which makes kind of sense, I guess, because the Mummy was kind of confusing and weird and like so. But the basic appeal of the first Mummy movie was that Mummy movies was that they were the Mummy itself was scary, but in like the Tom Cruise movie, the Mummy was not scary. I don't think it was intended to be scary. It was more of like enchantress or like hypnosis. I don't know. I don't like. And there's a theory that it is enchantress from DC. So putting that aside, this is a new Mummy movie apparently. Lee Cronin's. Okay, the teaser just dropped 2 days ago. Oh, I missed it. Anyway, now it is on my homepage. I don't know if it has anything to do with the actual Mummy that I'm talking about, or is this just a Mummy movie? No, it has nothing to do with the original movies. Warner Bros. Rip Warner Bros. Ooh, who's gonna get it? Netflix, Paramount, who knows? Anyway, here's the teaser. Second, ooh, Mummy, obviously. A movie called Mummy, so there's going to be a Mummy. It's a 1080p because my monitor's 1080p. There's no point in having it at 4K when I can't even watch it at 4K. You can't watch it at 4K anyway. Because the stream is 1080. The studio that brought you weapons, like earphones, and producers James Wan and Bloomhouse. AKK comes a terrifying new vision. They're like reimagining the Scorpion King. I see they're going the dark way. Okay. Ooh, so they're going like a thriller, like horror almost. Ouch. Interesting. Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Interesting. 17th April. Directed by Lee Cronin. Interesting. That is an interesting take on it actually. The first, even the Tom Cruise one, I would say it is more of a action movie than a horror movie or like thriller movie. But with this, they're going for a more of a mysterious psychological thriller horror aspect, which I'm curious about. Let's see, iconic horror stories. I don't know, read synopsis because a lot of the times synopses are poorly written and they end up giving you spoilers and stuff. I don't like reading synopsis. Atomic Family movie. Interesting. So that is Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Yo, Waterman, what's up? How's it going? Did you see the new Mummy trailer? I mean the teaser. There's a new Mummy movie. And if you watch the old ones, um, I don't mean the Tom Cruise one. The the older ones before that, the trilogy. One of them had Rock in it. You never watched the Mummy movies, dude? Mummy movies are the classic. So there was an era, okay? So there was an era of zombie apocalypse. You would get like at least one or two movies about zombie apocalypse every year. Then there was an era about Egypt, okay? You would get a movie around Egypt every year. So there was a trilogy, the Mummy trilogy. The Mummy Returns, and what was it again? The third one? Uh, the Mummy and the Scorpion King, I think. And the Scorpion King, obviously, there you go. You might have seen scenes from it actually. So this is the classic old. This is the classic old mummy. Okay, this is the mummy. This is the rock. This is the third part. And then in the third part you have the rock, I think, or is it the second part? I don't remember. The first one is when you see the mummy, and it says about her Naksuna Moon. I just remember scenes from it. It's like the OG mummy series. And then there was Tom. There was a mummy by which had Tom Cruise in it. They tried to capitalize on the nostalgia aspect of Mummy and had put Tom Cruise in it. Nostalgia, Tom Cruise. They were like explosion, money. Okay, but it unfortunately was a disaster. Which one did you watch? This one, Tom Cruise, or the old one? Because the Tom Cruise one did not do well at theaters, I think. Mm, Tom Cruise one, yeah. Tom Cruise one is a new one actually. Tom Cruise one is a new one. Tom Cruise had expectations from it, okay? Because the Mummy, the old Mummy trilogy I'm talking about, is a classic. It's a classic trilogy. It's fan favorite. It still has a big following. Why do you think they're making a new Mummy movie? So it's nostalgia and plus Tom Cruise. So it had like high expectations, but it I think did not do well at all at the box office. And so I'm surprised that they were trying to make a new Mummy movie actually. It did fine, I think. The budget of 125 million did about 400 million. That is about all right, I think. Estimated loss, there you go. Estimated loss of 60 to 95 million after marketing costs. No, that is just the production budget. That is just the production budget. On top of that, you have marketing costs, PR costs, all the events and stuff. Yeah, you have to pay your distributors. Yeah, so it did not do well. Even if let's say if there was even if it broke even, it would be a bad movie. So I'm surprised they're making a new one. This one, I think, so this one and the old trilogy were more of an action movie, but this time they're going for more of a dark they're going for like a dark psychological thriller horror aspect. They're taking it like, yeah, body horror. They're taking it like serious this time. Does anyone have Tom Cruise in? I don't think so. I don't think it is. It says Lee Cronin's. Lee Cronin's the mom. So this is going to be more of a horror, I think, more of a dark body horror thriller aspect to it compared to the old ones, which were like mostly action. It was more of a like more of like a puzzle solving situation where like, okay, the mummy is alive. How do you fix this situation?